أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This week we want to reflect upon a beautiful tradition and start off our week by a very short, very powerful statement of the noble Prophet of Islam, the Prophet Muhammad. May God's peace and blessings be upon him and his family. The tradition in Arabic is no more than 3 words. 3 short words, yet they contain an ocean of beauty, an ocean of reflection for you and I, an ocean of contemplation on what the true message of Islam is, and what the true mission and prophetic guidance entails. You know, especially when we look in the world today, we see that Islam has unfortunately been vilified by the media, by the masses. Many of these issues that we see in the world, however, of the portrayal of Islam, is because of the fact that Muslims themselves have drifted away from the teachings of the noble Prophet. We have forgotten Islam, many of us. We have forgotten the nature of Islam. We have forgotten the character of the Prophet of Islam. And therefore, when many non-Muslims look at us, they see us as ill-natured, as lacking morality, as lacking ethics, of being people who merely pay lip service to the religion. Let us see what the Prophet of Islam, how he defines Islam for us. And rather than letting others define the religion, let us see how the noble messenger of God defines this beautiful religion which he brought for us, and he brought for all of humanity actually, 14 centuries ago. He states the following: Islam is to be good-natured. As I said, it's a very short hadith, only 3 words in the Arabic text. But it speaks volumes where the Prophet says Islam means to be good-natured. It means our character has to be of a good character. Our morals have to be sound. They have to be the best of morals. Our conduct, the way we deal with other people, not just Muslims, how we deal with non-Muslims, how we deal with our friends. More importantly though, how we deal with our enemies. How we deal with everything around us. This is what Islam actually is. Al-Islam, as the hadith says, huwa taslim. Islam is submission. And submission means submission to the will of God. Everything which God has asked us to do, we have to follow within our lives if we want to wear this label of Islam. Islam is not just praying 5 times a day. Islam is not just going to the mosque on a Friday for a Friday prayer, for a Friday sermon. Islam is not just going for Hajj once a year and joining the 2 million some odd people performing the rites of the pilgrimage to Mecca. Islam is not just charity. Islam is not just fasting. It's not just these daily activities that become a ritual for us, where we've lost the spiritual, but we maintain the ritual aspect. Yes, these are all components of our religion. Praying is a component, very important. Fasting is an obligation for all of those who are able to during the month of Ramadan. Pilgrimage to the house of God is an obligation, as God says in the Quran, at least once in our lifetime. Charity is a daily requirement for a believer, if not a yearly, at least once a year we have to, but on a regular basis we take out charity. But again, all of these are not what the true mission of Islam is. The Prophet did not just come to force us to pray, to fast, to give charity, to go to pilgrimage, to do all of these activities. These are a part of the religion, but he says that Islam is good manners. It's how you interact with other people. It's your character. And we know, I don't want to go into too much detail, but we know that before the Prophet announces his messengership at the age of 40 years he spent developing his character, his persona, his status in society, such that the non-believers who would later on reject him, those people who worshipped multiple deities and idols and gods, they called him the truthful and the trustworthy. He was known for his moral character, for his uprightness in the way he dealt with people. He was known as the truthful. He was known as one you could trust. When you gave him something to hang on to, he wouldn't steal it. He wouldn't rip you off. He would give it back. So he showed us that Islam is our character, our morals, how we deal with one another. Not only how we deal with God, but how we deal with other humanity around us, Muslim or otherwise. And this week, as we begin a new week, Let us try to pledge to ourselves to live to the legacy of the noble Prophet, to be of those who can exemplify good morals and etiquette and morality within our lives, and that we can be of those to actually truly live up to the character of the noble Prophet, whose example is the most perfect of examples for all of us to follow. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.